First and foremost, all praises and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Everyone's to the elders and
Como
apostles
pasó
of
allá?
the Israelite.
Don't move.
Peace and
Don't scare.
salutations to
Don't.
the elect and tradition of the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, with true sincerity and with charity. So yeah, man. I know you can see the video for what's going on. It's playing over and over again, and
Como pasó allá?
this is something
Don't
that's
move.
about to
Don't
happen
scare. Don't.
on a mass scale in a city near you, man. You know, for years, ever since
Como pasó allá?
the
Don't move.
downfall
Don't
of
scare. Don't.
the man being in the house, because it wasn't just the so-called blacks, but as well as the Latinos and the natives. Our women, were given the jobs, were given the opportunity, so to speak, and basically, our women got independent. Based off of the way that Esau Edom have this world being ran right now. So a lot of our women, have that independent mindset, and we don't know what's the case here, in this video, in which
Como
this
pasó
girl
allá?
has
Don't move.
this.
Don't scare.
But
Don't.
we don't know if her man was in the house or if he did something to somebody. Even if he orchestrated this robbery, we just never know. But the truth of the matter is that our women is going to be in need of a man. In the times that's approaching. And not just any man. But a man of the Lord is going to be needed, man. To be as a hiding place and protection unto our women, because they are weak, man. Our women need us now to guide them aright, to teach them how to be women, and more so to teach them the laws of the Lord, man. And that's why, and that's what helps them be women. The laws of the Heavenly Father helps us be men, and if our women followed the laws of the Lord, then they they wouldn't be in the case that most of them are in and about to be in, because a lot of women been getting murdered on a mass scale lately, and yeah, this is just what it is right now, man. But here Isaiah chapter 32, I didn't know which one I wanted to start it with, man, but I'm gonna just get to it. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. In Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2, it says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadows of a great rock in a weary land." So that wind could represent, in that cover and from the tempest, that could be afflictions, tribulations, ultimately the things that's going to be brought upon our women, man. The things that's too hard for them to bear, in which a lot of things are. The Heavenly Father told us in the scriptures that he have not given them wisdom, neither have he imparted them understanding. So a lot of our women are going to be caught in that pitiful case because they have no understanding how to really govern themselves as women, how to really maneuver through this world as women, because if they were, if they act like women, man, they wouldn't be in the case that they're in. A lot of our women are into the guys that's into the drug game, the gang banging, the so-called thugs, not knowing that life and that lifestyle is really a death style. And that's why 2/3 of our women's minds are all messed up. I'm going to skip down to verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." See, a lot of our women are careless right now because things haven't got hard for them. Things haven't, guys aren't just running up on women like these guys. This is something that can happen every day, and it might happen.
Como
It
pasó allá?
actually is happening
Don't move.
every day,
Don't
right
scare.
now.
Don't.
It actually is happening right now. Every day there's a woman that's getting molested or raped. Every day there's a woman that's being preyed upon as weak. by somebody, being taken control of or robbed. And why? Because any man in his right frame of mind, let's just be real. Any man in his right frame of mind that want to do dirt or looking for a quick come up, the truth of the matter is the woman is the easiest thing to go get. Kidnapping people's children, that ain't big nowadays. Like, what you gonna do? Hold them for ransom? We seen that too many times in the movie. But the truth of the matter is these women, they are weak, man. And a lot of our women are single or they into the prostitution game. Most of our women got prices, man. Hey, man, I tried to, talk to this lady one day in a restaurant. And, man, and mind you, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't even the only dude that tried to, get her attention. And, because I was going into the place behind her, like two people behind her or whatever. Long story short, when I got in and I talked to her, this lady said to me, like, it's like she chose, and it was crazy because, like, I didn't hear them say nothing to her, but by the time I made it into the restaurant, it looked like they was already trying to talk to her. But nonetheless, man, this lady was like, well, you already know what you got to do to get some of my time. I'm like, what? She basically was like, she said, you got some money? That's what she said. She was like, you got some money? I'm like, what? And this is crazy, but most of our women have a price, man. And so that's the part of that, them being at ease as well. Because they still feel like it's safe to hop in and out of cars with dudes for $40, $50. It's safe for them to ride to the to the party or to the club, to the Taco Tuesday, whatever, bar and grill fest with their friends half naked. They feel like it's all right because guys are not coming at them with that type of action. Like we seen, just running up on them, taking them. Now, mind you, these two guys ran up. If they wanted anything more, whatever they got from her, they could have got it. She's at a weak and vulnerable state right now. If they wanted to follow her into the house, tie her up, they could have did that, man. She was actually lucky to get out of that. But it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. See, because these women, they are, like I said, they got what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find the word I'm looking for, but they got the dainties from Esau, Edom, with the jobs, the social security, the government assistance, the link or whatever. So they feel like, it's a lot of things to come. This one girl I know, she just recently enrolled into a nursing school or whatever, and I'm looking at her like, girl, oh, man, and I think she turned to like a stripper or something. I don't know. I know it was a rumor that she was like a stripper. And then she, she went from trying to be some wholesome girl, went to being a stripper, and then she want to go to nursing school. Like these women, they're not thinking about salvation, man. They just thinking about their next come up, their next dollar. It says, trouble ye women that are at ease, be troubled. Ye careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. See, because this woman was stripped. They stripped her of something, whatever. I don't know if they took her purse or money. They took something from her. See, but the Lord is about to really strip all our women, man. Everything that they thought they had, the account in the scriptures where the two women was basically, where the one woman connived the other woman into, cooking her baby. Then the next day she fleed on her. They wasn't nowhere to be found. She done convinced that lady to eat her child. That's about to happen for real. In a city near you, man. Because it's real, man. But it says in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9, like I was saying, if our women follow the laws of the Lord, they wouldn't have to worry about that. It says, in like manner, Also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. And that's what our women don't know. They don't know modest apparel. They don't know shamefacedness. They don't know sobriety. They don't know none of these things. They don't know how to keep the laws of the Lord, man. That's why most of our women is about to get effed up, man. Man, a lot of our women is about to get effed up, man. They're going to have to feel the wrath of the Lord. You know, I speak as a man, but, man, look. Hey, man, look. Well, I don't speak. It's the truth. Hey, man, we can have an Israelite baby with a heathen, man. But 2/3 of our women, most of our women is finna get effed up. Most of them. I ain't saying 2/3 of our women. No, most of our women is finna get effed up. 2/3 of Israel. Most of our women is about to get effed up. Why? Because they shun their men. They followed the devil, man. They would rather hear the devil. They would rather follow the devil, man. Hey, the Heavenly Father is real. Sirach 39:28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And only the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, created those spirits. Created you. Our women don't give reverence unto the Heavenly Father when they get up. Our women don't reverence the Heavenly Father when they praying. They only reverence him on these wicked-ass holidays when they done had some simp-ass nigga to cater them to their emotions and their feelings. And that's when they get to praying, thanking the J-Man for all of the gifts that this punk nigga done spent his whole check for 3 weeks on. It says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Like I said, Yahweh Shai made spirits created for vengeance. And soon it's going to be niggas like this everywhere. In all them women houses. All them so-called single black women, man. Isaiah 13:16 says their children also shall be dashed into pieces. Before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. It's coming to a city near you. 2/3 of our people gonna feel it. They're gonna feel that wrath, the same wrath these heathens gonna feel. You know? That same wrath, man. And they're gonna wish that they had gotten right. Because order will be established, you know, soon. And we will not be put down anymore by the so-called black woman, man. You know? But it says, Isaiah 4:1, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Hey, see, and that's the day that we're patiently waiting on, man. You know, to you brothers that, you know, don't really, deal with too many women, whatever. Hey, kudos, brother. And I speak as a man, but I feel like you brothers don't have the most women in the kingdom, man. Or in Jacob's trouble, like I literally had visions where in Jacob's trouble, it was brothers that didn't really have a lot of women on this side. They had like flocks of women like chasing up behind them and stuff. And they wasn't turning them around or nothing, in my vision. So I ain't gonna, in which, that's that's what we like to put out there. Like, nah, we gonna turn our back on them. But in the vision that I seen, it was just like a flock of women that's following up behind this brother, man. And and it was crazy. It was like 2 brothers. And it was just a lot of women trying to follow them. Just trying to go where they was going and stuff. But they just kept walking. And they was going, but they just kept walking. It was crazy, but yeah, man. Our women, they're gonna be forced to humble themselves, man. Soon. It says we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Hey, see, because our women, they know that they are weak. They know that they can't live without the man. But they don't want to live with a man that they have to submit to. That's the problem. Hey, but everybody gotta submit to something. So, just like that ordinance go in 1 Corinthians, hey, it's the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai, man, then woman. You gotta serve that order. There's only one way to serve the Heavenly Father, man, and that's righteous. You know, we can only come to Him by in one way. So all you women think y'all gonna, escape with Esau, Edom. You know, live this delicious life with Esau, Edom. With all these apps, and, selling content and all that stuff, man, that y'all into. Hey, keep living it up, man, and keep letting Him deceive you. But hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash, that once again to our elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elective Israel, wherever you may be, and to the few sisters that listen and believe. With that, Shalom and a Bible ball.